My name is George Arzu, originally from New York, now living in California. We decided that coming to Ghana and going through the naming ceremony was one of our bucket list items. Kind of interesting how, for years we've talked about how we are connected. And for me, it's a unique type of connection because even though I'm considered African American, my family's from Central America. So we're from a slightly different branch with a slightly different historical background in terms of how we are connected to Africa by way of Central America versus my wife and family members who are all more native-born Americans. But it's still a connection that's important. It's something that I think we all share in common in terms of how Africa is our motherland.
Grandmothers and the elders, they need your permission to walk on you.
Even growing up with a slightly more Caribbean background, there's still a lot of connections to Africa. There's a lot of commonality in the way foods are prepared and in the way that we look at our family connections and what's important in terms of how we connect with each other, how we connect with our history, how we rely on one another, and the positive dependence, if you will, so that we're not holding each other back, but always trying to propel each other forward.
Well, per the formalities of our tradition, once you've been welcomed, now the chief, the queen mothers, and the elders, they want to know why you are here today.
Coming through this ceremony, this native wear is interesting. It's heavier than I thought, but it's not impossible to bear. And I guess that's another part of the symbolism for me in terms of, sometimes you think something is heavy, but it's not unbearable. Sometimes you think things are difficult, it's not unbearable. And it's something that's also weaving through the Kente cloth is how it also represents life, how we weave back and forth. We have our trials and tribulations, and it's just all coming together.
The soul name is automatically obtained based on the particular day that you were born. When we do naming, we have a taste of two different liquids. That is an alcohol and an ordinary water. It means that you need to be truthful and sincere. The water and alcohol look very, very similar when you have them in a disposable cup. But after tasting them, you realize that it tastes different. So it means that you need to be vigilant and always say as it is. If it is water, say water. And if it is alcohol, say alcohol.
The ceremony was wonderful. I wish I could have understood a little bit more in native language, but it was still, the translator did an awesome job of letting us know every step of what was happening. It still felt natural. The music, the drum beats also felt very, very comfortable, very natural. And one of the things that we've heard repeatedly, and it means more to me now, is how Africa is born in me. And I do recommend that anyone who's able to please do come and just come and experience it for yourself. You won't be disappointed.